Hi, welcome to Airdrop Spot and Movement Testnet Scholars Guide. In order not to waste our time, we are just going to dive in straight to the activities of Scholars Guide. This guide has to do with mostly content creation for all of the projects that are involved, and sometimes we are going to also have quizzes. So let's get started with the first quest under Scholars, Xenobunny. So what are we expected to do? We are expected to create content for Xenobunny on our Twitter page, and this content should not be less than 200 words. It should be more but not less than 200 words. And when you create your content, you are to tag Xenobunny and Movement Labs on Twitter in your post. That is how they are going to see it and then be able to verify your task. So where do you find resources when you want to create your content? This is how to go about it. Now, there are two ways to find the resources that you need in order to create content for any project that you want to create content for. The first one is more reliable, while the second one is not that reliable. So this is the first method. We are going to visit Xenobunny website, xenobunny.xyz. Now, I keep scrolling until I get to the bottom of that website, and then look at this emoji that looks like a book. That is called documentation. So we are going to visit their documentation page, and if you have the direct link to the documentation, you can just use it instead of first coming to the website. So every project have documentation where they write everything from A to Z of what their project is all about. So all of the information that you need in order to create your Twitter thread is here. You can go to the sidebar menu if you want to filter what you want exactly. For example, if there is a certain aspect of the project that you want to read and then write about, you can just find it in the sidebar menu. For example, if I want to write about the features that are available on their website, xenobunny.xyz, I'll just tap on features in that menu, and then you can see other categories under feature. Whichever one that you want to focus your content about, you are going to choose it. Okay, and then read the information that is available, and then using that information that you have gotten, you are going to now create your content. That is the first method. The second method, which is not very reliable, is to use AI. You can use any AI of your choice, ChatGPT, Meta AI, whichever one that you want to use. Okay, so here is my AI. I am giving it prompt. I said in not less than 250 words, write a compelling Twitter thread about Xenobunny game, what makes it stand out, and its features. And of course, as we all know, AI is going to, write everything for you, even down to the hashtag, everything that you need. It is going to write it. But there is a common problem with AI, and that is the fact that they don't always have access to the information that you want. Sometimes the AI you are asking doesn't even know what is Xenobunny. But then they will just, when they don't have access to the information, they can mislead you by coming up with assumptions. So they can just try to generate random information based on the name that you have given them. So the information they give you may not be very accurate. However, I used the documentation to write my post, and I have shared it on Twitter. Now I just copied the link to that thread, and I am back on Gals where I'm going to submit that link. So to submit it, I'll tap on Start, and I am going to paste the link right here. I'll tap on Next. So this is asking for my wallet address, which is linked to my Gals account. So I have submitted the two requirements, and when this has been manually verified, it might take up to 24 hours. So most of the tasks that we are going to be completing in this video will not be verified immediately. Some will not even get verified even throughout this video. Okay, so after 24 hours, I'll be able to claim point for that task. So even though it is not yet verified, I have to move on to the next one, and that is Xebra. So what is the instructions? It says post a Twitter thread featuring Xebra and Movement, tagging Xebra thread, and share it on our community channel, that is in their Discord server, for bonus XP. Well, I do not care about the Discord aspect, so I'm only going to create the content on Twitter and then come back to Gals and submit the link. They've given you ideas on what to write about. You can write about how to use the Xebra faucet, how to trade on Xebra, trading strategies, or whatever it is that you want to write about. So we are going to visit Xebra documentation. We are first going to visit the website xebra.trade. Then we are going to scroll to the bottom of the website and then tap on docs, or you can simply visit docs.xebra.trade. But in the case where you do not know the direct link, always come through the website. So you can go to the sidebar menu, then find a specific aspect of Xebra website that you would like to write about. Maybe how to use the Xebra swap, how to trade perpetuals, how to use the faucet, or it could be anything else. So I am done compiling my thread on Twitter and I am going to post it now. Note that I tagged Xebra Trade, so you want to tag each project that you are writing about when you are writing your thread, so that they can see your thread and they can be able to verify your task. So I have posted it. I'm going to tap on the share button. I'll copy the link and then return to Galx, where I am going to submit the link to my thread. I'll tap on start. I'll paste the link, then tap on submit. Now, the Twitter thread submission is actually automatically verified, which means you can claim the points immediately, unlike the ones you have been doing before. But then, like I said earlier, if you drop your Twitter thread link in their Discord community and they verify it and you are among the winners, you are going to earn extra points, and you can even refer people to earn extra points. But like I've been saying, I have no intention of going the extra mile for all of the testnets under movement. So after claiming the point, I'll go back to movement. The next quest is still Xebra quest. But what are we required to do this time? We are required to still write an article, but not on Twitter. We are to write it on Mirror. So if you have already written your Twitter article, your Twitter thread, then you don't need to start looking for what to write again. You can just copy everything that you have written on Twitter and then paste it on Mirror. So to get started with this one, we are going to visit mirror.xyz. So you are going to have to log in with your wallet. My wallet is logged in before on Mirror. So you are going to tap on that plus icon and you are going to choose entry. So you can still do this on mobile, but you are going to have to switch your browser to desktop mode. Now you can start writing your article. So I just copied everything I have written on Twitter and I pasted it here. Then remember to give your article a title. Your title can be anything. Now I am going to tap on publish. I'll switch network to optimism. Now you can tap on sign and publish. However, if you want the readers of your article to be able to read it without having to mint an NFT, you can leave it at free. But if you want to set a price for the NFT that they will mint after reading your article, then you can set your price. So I have tapped on sign and publish. Since this is a testnet task, then nobody needs to mint an NFT after reading my article. So I have signed in my wallet and this article have been published. Now you can copy the link to your article. Then I'll go back to Galx. I'll tap on start and submit the link to my mirror article. This one too is automatically verified, so I'll claim the point and I won't bother with the remaining tasks. I'll go back to movement. I'll move to the next one, Scholar's Quest. This quest is for Razor DAO and it is a quiz. I'll tap on start and then answer all of the quiz questions. To preserve our time, throughout this video I will not be showing how I am answering the quizzes. However, you can find all of the answers to all quizzes that I will be doing in this video on our Medium account. Please note that our previous Medium account was disabled like 2 weeks ago, so we now have a new Medium. If you were following our old Medium account, please go ahead and follow this new Medium account because that is where the answers to the quizzes will be posted. You can find the link as usual in the pinned comment of this video. By the time this video is live on YouTube, then the quiz answers would have been posted on Medium as well so that you can have access to it. So I have completed 2 quizzes. I am going to claim the points. I'll go back to movement. The next quest is for Meridian. Post a tutorial thread about Meridian. What are you expected to do? Your Twitter thread should be in the form of a tutorial explaining to people how they can use Meridian website. So once you are done posting your thread, you are going to copy the link, then come back here and submit. Now this task is not automatically verified. You are going to have to wait for about 24 hours or even more for them to verify your task, and then we'll be able to claim the points. So visit meridian.money, try to interact with their website, and as you are interacting you can take screenshots, then come to Twitter, compile your tutorial on how to use Meridian, and make sure to tag Meridian Money and Movement Labs on Twitter in your thread, then post it and copy the link. Once that is done, come back to Galx and submit your link. This is not automatically verified, so you have to wait for 24 hours or even more for them to check your task, and then you'll be able to claim the points for it. We'll move to the next quest under Meridian. We will not be able to do this one because submission for this task have ended. So even if you go ahead and write your article on Mirror, you will not be able to submit. Before going back to movement, I decided to check back on some of the tasks that we have done previously and see if they have been verified. So this one have been verified. I am going to claim the points. This is Xenobunny task that we did at the beginning of this video. This is Meridian task. This is actually the next day after I did Meridian. So after like 24 hours, it has been verified. I will claim the points. Now we'll go back to movement. This one is the Meridian task that have ended, so there is no way to get it verified. I'll move on to the next quest, which is for EnsoFi. This quest is quiz, but before we start answering the quiz, we are to visit EnsoFi docs so that we can get to know the project. I'll tap on it. So once you have familiarized yourself with the project, go back to browse and then answer the quiz. Like I said, all answers to every quiz in this video will be found on our Medium account. I'll start the quiz and answer the questions. I'll claim the points for this quest. I'll move to the next one. EnsoFi deep dive. Following the same pattern, we'll first visit the docs. When we come back, we are going to answer the quiz. After completing the quiz, I'll claim the points. I'll move to the last quest on EnsoFi. EnsoFi writers, and this time we have to write a Twitter thread on EnsoFi. This task is going to be manually verified, so we won't be able to claim the points immediately. So you can go back to the docs, read more about EnsoFi and gather the information you want to use for your Twitter thread here. You can go to the sidebar menu to filter the exact information that you want. I would suggest focusing your Twitter thread on movement testnet and EnsoFi. Then once you are done, you are going to post your thread on Twitter and copy the link. After submitting the link, we have to wait 24 hours or more for the quest to be verified. Then we are going to be able to claim the point. So I am going back to movement. So we are moving on to interest protocol task, apprentice. Write an article about interest protocol. Share it on any blogging platform like Medium or Substack. We are going to share it on Twitter actually, and then we are going to submit the link. Remember to tag interest protocol in your thread, and we are going to visit the documentation first. So once you visit the documentation, read about interest protocol and what they have to offer, and once you have gotten enough information to compile your Twitter thread, head over to Twitter and compile your thread. Post your thread, copy the link to the thread and then submit it on Gals. I'm going to tap on start and then submit the link to my thread. It is not automatically verified, so I'll have to wait 24 hours or more for them to manually verify, then I'll be able to claim the point for this quest. I'll move on to the next one, master. So what are we required to do here? Create a tutorial thread about interest protocol decentralized exchange. It must include a video of the dApp. You have to visit interest protocol decks, that is the number 4 under resources here. So we previously did testnet tutorial on interest protocol, so I will not be doing that in this video. So go to interest protocol decks, interact with the features on their decks like the swap, the pool and every other feature. You can find all of the features on the sidebar menu by the right here. So make a short video, it doesn't have to be long, it could even be maybe 30 seconds video. Make a short video of you interacting with at least one or more of the features here, and once you have your video saved, go back to Twitter and create a tutorial thread and add the video. The previous post that I submitted was actually tutorial, so what I did was to just go back, add the video that I made to the thread and then copy the link, then go back to Gals and submit the link. It is also not instantly verified, so you have to wait 24 hours or more for it to be verified and then claim the point. So I'll move on to the last quest. Let's see what we have here. So we have the Grandmaster quest, and you are to write a Twitter thread again, but a technical Twitter thread. Write about the move language, include specific code from their GitHub, and I am going to let go of this one because I do not know how to code. So I only did 2 out of 3 interest protocol quests. I'll go back to movement. So I did apprentice quest, I did master, but I decided to skip grandmaster. I'll move on to the next quest on the list, which is LayerBank. You are to share your valuable feedback about LayerBank movement testnet on Twitter. So to get started, you have to tap on that link to visit LayerBank decks. We are going to do a quick interaction, and based off your experience when you are doing yours, you can then write your feedback on Twitter. If you do not have test token, you can tap on request coins and it is going to take you to movement testnet faucet where you are going to claim test tokens. I do have test tokens. So before you supply your asset here, you are going to tap on that toggle switch to turn it on, and when you tap on it, it is going to give you a prompt to confirm that interaction in your wallet. The essence of turning on that toggle switch is so that the asset that you are supplying can be used as a collateral when next you want to borrow any asset. And in this box, you are going to set the amount of move or any other asset that you want to supply. And you have to confirm that as well in your wallet. Now, supplying asset is successful. I will go to the borrow tab and I am going to now borrow asset based on the amount of asset that I supplied. If you tap on save max, you can see the amount that you can borrow, but I am not going to borrow the entire amount. I will adjust that and reduce the amount that I want to borrow. I'll then tap on the borrow button and confirm this interaction in my wallet. So you can either make a screen recording of what you just did, or you take screenshots, then go to Twitter, upload your screenshots or recording, and then drop your feedback, whatever it is that you have experienced while you did that interaction. write it in your feedback on Twitter. So I have saved my screenshot, I have compiled my thread on Twitter, then I'm going to post it, then copy the link to my thread and go back to Galx and submit it. I have submitted the link. I'm going to have to wait for 24 hours or more for them to manually verify this, and then I'll be able to claim the point. I'll go back to movement. I'll move to Mosaic. That is the next quest, ancient quest. Mosaic ancient quest is also quiz quest, so I'm going to answer the quizzes and I am going to claim the points afterwards. You can find the answers on our Medium page. You will find the link in the comment section. So I have claimed the points. I'll go back to movement. I'll move on to the next quest, which is Caller 1. This quest is for OmniBTC, and what are you required to do? You are required to create a Twitter thread for OmniBTC. Your thread can be around any topic of your choice, and as usual, before we get started, we are going to visit the documentation page, and that is the Git book. So visit the Git book. Once you read about OmniBTC and what they have to offer, use the information that you have gotten from the documentation page and craft your Twitter thread. So once your thread has been compiled and posted, you are going to copy the link to your thread and return to Galx to submit the link. OmniBTC quests are not automatically verified, so here you also have to wait for about 24 hours or more for them to manually verify, and then you can come back and claim the points for the quest. I'll move on to the second quest on OmniBTC. Scholar 2, and this is a quiz. So I'll tap on start and then answer the quizzes. Quiz completed. I'll claim the point. After claiming the point, I'll move to Scholar 3, which is also a quiz quest. I'll claim the point. That's all on OmniBTC quests. I'll return to movement. I'll move to the next one, RootX Scholars. In this quest, you are to answer 2 quizzes and also write a thread about RootX on Twitter. Well, I won't bother with the last one as long as I am able to claim points after completing the first 2 quizzes. So I'll get started. Answer to RootX quizzes is on our Medium page, so make sure to check it out. You'll find the link in the comment section. So I am done completing the 2 quizzes and I am going to claim NFT and points. So I am done with RootX. I'll go back to movement. The next quest is on BRKT. write a deep dive into BRKT. So once again, we are going to create a Twitter thread. Write a deep dive into BRKT. It can be from the tech point of view, the unique value added, or other directions. So we are going to visit their documentation. We are going to read what BRKT is all about, and we are going to use all of the information gotten from documentation to craft our Twitter thread. And once you have gotten your thread completed, post it and then copy the link to your thread and come back to Galx to submit. Oh, so this time we are not using link, we need to take screenshot of our thread. So I will go back to X, take a screenshot, come back to Galx and then upload my screenshot. Okay, so BRKT quest is automatically verified. You can claim the points immediately. We move to the next quest on BRKT. Write about why you are bullish on BRKT. What do you love about BRKT and why do you firmly support this project? That is what you are to write about on Twitter. And once you are done writing, take a screenshot, come back to Galx and submit your screenshot. I'll also claim the point. And the last quest on BRKT. Read our white paper and answer 3 questions. So this is a quiz. You can find the answer to the quiz on our Medium page. So we just completed 3 quests under BRKT and I'll return to movement. I'll move on to the next quest, Scholars Shakespeare. So this is a quiz quest and you are to answer some questions about RIZE. So I quickly answered the quiz and I am going to claim the point. I'll go back to movement. The RIZE quest that I just completed did not immediately show as verified on movement, but I will ignore that and just move on to the next one as it is going to be verified later. So this quest is for Satay Finance and the first one is to write an article about Satay Finance. So once you are done writing your article, you are going to visit their form page and you are going to submit link to your article on the form page. So we are going to find the docs link among all of the resources provided here to learn about Satay Finance and what they have to offer. So once you have read about Satay Finance, go to Twitter, compile your Twitter thread and then send it, then copy the link. So I am back on Galx. I'm going to tap on this to visit their form page. And what you have to submit here is the first one is the link to your Twitter thread, the second one is your address, the same one that is linked to your gags, and the last one is a screenshot of your Twitter thread. Now check the captcha to prove that you are human. Then tap on the arrow at the bottom left and it is going to take you back to gags. This task is going to be manually verified, so you have to wait for 24 hours or more for them to verify it, and then you'll be able to claim points for completing this quest. So I'll move on to the second quest on Satay Finance. Write a technical article of Satay Finance. Now to do this, go back to their documentation page and read specifically about the technical aspect of Satay Finance this time, and using the information that you have gotten, go to Twitter and compose your Twitter thread, send it and copy the link to your thread. Now I am back on Galx and I am going to tap on the first link to visit their form. So I'll submit the link to my Twitter thread, I'll submit my EVM address, and lastly I'll submit a screenshot of my Twitter thread. I'll check that captcha, then tap on register. So this quest as well is going to be manually verified. That means we cannot claim the point now. So I came back to this quest the next day and one of the quests have been verified while the other one is still awaiting verification. So I am claiming points now for the one that have been verified. And I will have to check back for the one that is still awaiting verification later. Maybe it would have been verified by then. At this point, I am also checking on Interest Protocol quest and it has been verified, so I'll quickly claim the role and point. Master quest has also been verified on Interest Protocol, so I'll claim the role and point. I remember that I skipped Grandmaster, so there is nothing to claim here. So I am back on movement. I'll move on to the next one. Write a Twitter thread for Stablejack. So here you have also been given ideas on what your thread can be about. You can write about how users can use Stablejack. You can write about the benefits of Stablejack's products, how it affects movement ecosystem and all of that. So like we have been doing, you need to visit their docs to have access to all of the information that you need to write your thread. So I just pasted the link to Stablejack docs in my browser. Find all the information that you need here, then go to Twitter, compose your thread and then publish it. So I have published my Twitter thread. I'm going to copy the link and go back to Gauss and then verify it. Stablejack is automatically verified, so you can claim your points instantly. Now I'll move on to the second quest on Stablejack. Post a tutorial thread about Stablejack movement testnet. So you have to visit Stablejack website, that is movement.stablejack.xyz, and we are going to quickly do a testnet interaction. Although we already did Stablejack testnet in previous video, that is under Spartan's Guide, but in case you have forgotten about it, you may want to refresh your memory by interacting once again. So you simply go to the sidebar menu, tap on LST move faucet to claim test token, and in the box at the top of the home page, make sure that your wallet is connected and you are on the movement testnet. In the box at the top of the home page here, you enter the amount of LST move that you want to use to mint XMove and Move USD, and then you are going to tap on mint with LST move. At the point of recording this, the interaction was not even going through successfully. So once that is done, you can also switch over to the redeem tab, and you are going to redeem either XMove or Move USD back into LST Move here. Simply choose the one that you want to redeem on that drop down, and then choose the quantity that you want to redeem. And that is all that you want to do on Stablejack. So if you want to compile your Twitter thread, make sure to take screenshots along the way as you are interacting, and then just write some text with the screenshot that you have taken to compile your Twitter thread. Once your thread has been posted, copy the link, come back here, and then submit the link to your Twitter thread. This is also verified automatically, so you just claim your point. Now we are done with all the quests under Stablejack. I will go back to movement. So I am going to move on to the next quest, and that is WarpGate. So we are to watch all 3 videos that are here. I'll click on the first one. I'll watch the videos and then go back to Galx. Now I'm going to pause my recorder and then repeat the same thing for the remaining 2 videos. Then I'm going to claim the point. I'll move on to the next quest, which is a quiz quest. And the first thing to do is to visit WarpGate doc. I'll tap on it, go to the docs, and then come back to Galx. Next, I will do the quiz. I'll claim the role and point. I'll then move on to the next task under WarpGate. This is also a quiz quest. I'll click on Start to attempt the quiz. Then I'll claim points. Then I'll move to the next quest. This is also a quiz quest. I'll attempt the quiz. And then claim points. Now we are done with everything WarpGate. I'm going to return to movement. I am going to intentionally skip Chronicler 1, 2, 3 and 4 quests because I find the requirement a little bit too tough, and like I explained before, I do not want to waste my time getting too deep into all these projects under movement testnet, because you can as well do everything and then later you see that they have removed the quest that you did in the past, and then it won't be worth all the effort. So I am intentionally skipping these 4 and I'll move on to the next one. If you want to do it, that's fine. Complete quizzes about Henry. So we have 2 quizzes to complete here. I'll do that quickly and then claim the point. You can find answers to Henry quiz and every other quizzes on our Medium account. So make sure to go there. You'll see the link in the comment section. I'll move to the next quest on Henry. They said write 5 quiz questions about Henry. So what you have to do here is put yourself in the position of like an examiner who wants to set quiz questions for other people, and then the topic is based on Henry. So how did I approach this? I made use of AI. So I first explained what Henry Social is to AI so that it would have an idea of what I am talking about. Then I asked the question, prepare 5 quiz questions for Henry Social, and then you can see it has generated the quiz questions for me and even options for the answers. So what I need here is the quiz questions, and I am going to copy the questions one after the other and arrange them on my keyboard. So I have arranged all 5 questions, and then I'm going to copy everything all together, then go back to Gals and then submit the 5 questions that I have generated. I'll tap on submit. Then I'll claim the points. I'll move on to the next quest on Henry. Recommend us a brand to add to Lux rewards. So I went back to AI and I asked AI to recommend brands that can be added to Henry Lux reward. So after I asked the question, AI generated different suggestions, and all you have to do is pick one out of the suggestions and then go back to Galx and submit it. Then claim your point afterward. Now moving on to the next quest. Post a tutorial thread about Henry. So if you do not know what Henry is all about, you can visit Henry website or use AI, but then you need to familiarize yourself with Henry so that you know whether the response AI is generating for you is factual or an assumption. So if you think that the response is not factual enough, then I would suggest you go to Henry docs and then read all about them and then use the information you have gotten to compose your Twitter thread, then send it. Copy the link to your thread, go back to Galx and verify your link. Now I'm going to claim points for this quest. I'll move on to the next one. Post a deep dive tech thread about Henry. I won't suggest using AI for this one. I'll suggest to go straight into Henry docs to read about them and then have genuine information to use to write this thread. So we'll go to docs.henry.social. So compile your Twitter thread, post it, copy the link to your thread, and then we'll go back to Galx and verify it. I'll claim points for this quest. I'll move on to the next quest on Henry. Write an article about Henry's social trees program. Please do not use AI for this one because the answer will be entirely wrong. So if you want to know what the tree program is all about, go to Lux Rewards. Scroll to the bottom until you see Earn by Referring. Now if you want to have full details on the Henry Trees program, tap on here that is highlighted in blue. It takes you to their Medium article where they wrote in full about what the tree program is all about. And then using that information, write your Twitter thread, post it, copy the link, go back to Galx and verify it. Now after submitting the link to your Twitter thread, tap on next, and in the second box you are to paste your wallet address that is linked to your Galx account. Now we are going to claim the point. And moving on to the last quest on Henry. Become a scholar. And all you need to do here is to tick the claim button. Then tap on submit. Now you are going to claim scholar role, but before you can claim this role, make sure that you are in Henry's Discord server. So I have claimed the role and we have done everything that is under Henry. Now I will go back to movement. So far, we have completed all 7 tasks on Henry, and then we have another one under Launch app. Although I'll be skipping this quest, but I'll explain why I am skipping it, so let's check it out. So for this quest, you are to have content farm role in Launch app Discord server. Now, who is eligible to have content farm role? This is not something that will just create content on Twitter right now, then come back, submit link, and automatically have the role the next day. You need to have been consistently creating content for Launch app on maybe your Twitter account, your Mirror, or any other channel that you do create content. You need to have been creating the content and sharing the link to your content in their Discord channel, community content channel. So this is not a task that you will do once and then come back after 24 hours to have the role, and this is why I will be skipping this task. So I'll go back to movement. We have 2 more tasks on the Scholar's Guild. I will be doing the next one. So here you are to watch Seekers Alliance demo video on YouTube and also subscribe to their YouTube channel. So I'll tap on it to go to YouTube and watch the video. And once I'm done watching, I'm going to claim the point. I will then move on to the last quest on Seekers Alliance and as well as the last quest on Scholar's Guild. You are to have the critic role in their Discord server. And how do you have the critic role? By dropping a constructive comment under their YouTube demo video along with your Discord ID. So to go to the demo video, that is the first link that you are going to use, and the channel in their Discord server where you are going to drop the comment, that is the second link. So I tapped on the first link to go to their YouTube and watch the video where you are supposed to drop a constructive comment. So when you are dropping your comment, you are to also include your Discord ID. So how do you get your Discord ID? You get your Discord ID by simply sending a message in any of their channels. Then tap on your profile. Then tap on these three dots at the top right and copy your user ID. Now once you copy that, you go back to their YouTube. Now write your constructive comment and then add your Discord ID to this comment and drop it. Now once you have dropped your comment, you are to take a screenshot. And when you take screenshot, you go to the critic role submission channel in their Discord server and you are to upload your screenshot. Just upload the screenshot and nothing else. After sharing your screenshot in their Discord channel, it can take up to 48 hours before you'll be able to get the critic role, and that is when you can verify the task. Although on my end, that is after making this video, I actually got the role in less than 24 hours. Now let's check the progress. We have a total of 50 quests on Scholar's Guild, and so far 36 have been verified. I intentionally skipped 5 quests and the rest are yet to be verified at the point of making this video. Also, weeks ago when we did Spartan's Guild quests, there were about 50 quests there, but now we have over 70 quests, which means over 20 quests have been added. So in the next video, we are going to be focusing on the newly added quest in Spartan's Guild. Even if I am going to come back to Pathfinders and Creators Guild, we will give more priority to Spartan's Guild. And this is how we come to an end of today's video. All the quiz answers can be found on our Medium account. You'll find the link to our Medium account in the comment section. Remember that I said it is not the old account which was suspended. We recently created a new one and you'll find the link in the comments. If you have any question, drop me a comment in the comment section. And if you have found value, do like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. Thank you for watching. I will see you in another tutorial.